doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. You are what you fight for. You are what you endure. You are what you keep showing up for. Long after everyone else went home, there comes a moment in life when the illusion shatters, a moment where you stop waiting for someone to save you. No superhero, no magic door, no applause for your pain, just silence. And in that silence, a harsh truth whispers, the world owes you nothing, not a job, not a pat on the back, not a second chance. The world isn't cruel, it's indifferent, and indifference can feel like cruelty if you were expecting mercy when you were younger. They told you to dream big, but they forgot to tell you. Life doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't hand out success like party favors. It watches and waits to see what you're willing to bleed for. See, the moment you realize the world owes you nothing, that's the moment you become dangerous. Because now you stop begging, you stop waiting, and you start building, brick by bloody brick, in the shadows, in the cold, in the dark. You're not entitled to success. You earn it, one brutal, lonely, unseen step at a time. The question is not, why won't the world give it to me? The question is, how far am I willing to go when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when the only one cheering for me is me? There are no participation trophies in the real world. No one cares how close you were. No one hands out medals for almost making it. The world rewards proof, results, relentlessness, not your story, not your scars. You think pain is the enemy. Pain is the price. It's the toll booth between who you are and who you could be. You can't fake it. You can't skip it. You've got to walk through the fire. You want to win? Then suffer better, hurt smarter, fall forward, because the world won't wait, and it sure as hell won't care. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. You are what you fight for. You are what you endure. You are what you keep showing up for. Long after everyone else went home. Your trauma, it's real, but it's not an excuse. Your setbacks, brutal, but they're not a sentence. Because every second you stay stuck in what happened is a second stolen from what could be. No one's coming to rescue you. That's not a threat. That's your liberation. Because once you realize it's all on you, you stop waiting and you start becoming. They'll laugh, not because you're weak, but because they're afraid. Afraid of what you could become if you keep going. You don't need their permission, only your persistence. Greatness isn't loud. It's silent reps, quiet sacrifice. It's showing up when you have nothing left but discipline. Because success isn't given. It's earned in moments no one sees. The world doesn't owe you a second chance, but you owe it to yourself to take one again and again until regret fears your name. Comfort zones don't keep you safe. They keep you small. If you want to rise, you've got to risk the fall. That's how lions learn to roar. They'll only notice when you've made it, but you'll remember every unseen sacrifice. And you'll know that while they were watching Netflix, you were becoming unbreakable. The first person you must convince is not the world, it's you. Convince yourself that you can, that you will, and the world will have no choice but to watch. The applause may never come, but applause was never the goal. Becoming more than you were yesterday. That's the mission, and it's worth the silence. You didn't come this far to give up now. You didn't crawl through fire to settle for smoke. The world doesn't owe you your dream, but your soul does. Pain is not the enemy, it's the mentor. You don't grow without friction. You don't fly without falling first, and you don't rise until you stop asking for permission. Rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means life is asking you, how bad do you want it? You can cry, but then you rise with clenched fists and louder resolve. This isn't rock bottom. This is the foundation. Let the pain become your cement. Let the pressure become your bricks. Build something they never saw coming. Mastery is born in repetition, in boredom, in sweat without spotlight. You don't get good by luck. You get good by showing up when no one would blame you for quitting. They said you were too late, too small, too quiet, too weak. They were wrong, and deep down, they knew it, because nothing scares the mediocre more than someone who refuses to stay average. Most people want the result. Few want the road, but the road is where the warrior is forged. And if you're still walking it, you're already ahead. It won't be pretty. It won't be Instagram worthy. It will be ugly, awkward, bloody. But that's how real stories are written. In mess, in chaos, in real life. You didn't give up when you were 1 year old. You fell. You got bruised. But you kept going. So what changed? You grew up and started listening to fear? Winners aren't built on game day. They're built in the dark. No crowd, no camera, just grit. The world doesn't see that part, but that's the part that makes you unstoppable. One day, you'll run out of time, and on that day, you won't care about the likes, the claps, the trends. You'll only ask, did I go all in, or did I wait for a world that never owed me anything? The truth is brutal, but it's also freeing. The world owes you nothing, and that means you are free to create everything. From scratch, from pain, from ashes. You don't need a throne. You just need the will to rise without one. Every no is a step closer to a yes. Every closed door is just redirection. You weren't rejected. You were redirected to the version of you that doesn't give up. Your strength isn't proven when you win. It's proven when you lose and get back up anyway. The world might not hand you victory, but it can't stop you from showing up like a warrior. Some people have every reason to quit, but they don't, because deep inside, they know pain is not the problem. Quitting is, and that's not an option. You either consume or create. You either scroll or build. One path numbs you, the other transforms you. Pick a side, because time isn't waiting. It's not about having the best tools. It's about having an unshakable heart. Start where you are. Use what you have. Build what they said you couldn't. Discipline is not sexy. It's not flashy. It's ugly, repetitive, quiet. But over time, it beats talent. It beats privilege. It beats everything. It doesn't matter how bad the storm is. If the fire inside you burns louder than the chaos outside, you are not here to drown. You are here to rise. Focus is a superpower. Kill distraction, because no one builds an empire by being available to everyone, but absent from their own dreams. You don't always get to chase your dreams with comfort. Sometimes you chase them with cracked hands and tired feet. But love fuels purpose, and purpose never runs dry. Look at you, still standing, still breathing, still here. The world gave you nothing, and you built something anyway. That is power. They don't remember the hits you took. They remember the ones you gave back. Don't stop swinging, because the moment you fold is the moment they win. And you weren't made to fold. Nature doesn't ask for permission. It grows anyway. You don't need conditions to be great. You need courage to begin. Join the grind. Welcome exist in silence. This is not just a channel, but a movement. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment.